So, your rankings look fine, but clicks and search traffic keep going down. Does this sound familiar? On the surface, it really doesn't make a lot of sense, but the numbers tell another story. New data from Pew Research shows that when an AI overview appears in Google results, users are way less likely to click through to any website, clicking just 8% of the time versus 15%, nearly double without an AI overview. This research had us wondering which searches are most impacted by AI overviews, so we decided to do our own study to figure that out. We analyzed over 350,000 AI overviews across more than 2 million keywords to understand exactly what's happening in the search results. And what we've discovered explains everything you're seeing in your analytics right now. First, here's what's really happening. Google is under massive pressure to keep up in the AI race. ChatGPT is seeing 2.5 billion prompts around the world each day, and generative AI traffic as a whole is growing 165 times faster than traditional search. In addition to all of that pressure, younger users are also finding answers on places like TikTok. So, for the first time in decades, Google's search dominance feels threatened. And their response to this pressure is why you're seeing fewer people on your website from organic search. Google is giving people AI powered answers directly in the search results through their AI overviews feature. You've probably seen them pretty often since their official launch back in 2024. Our analysis of 350,000 of them shows they now appear in 25.8% of all searches. That's roughly 1 in 4 queries where users get their answer without clicking through to any website. But here's what most people don't realize. AI overviews aren't just appearing randomly in different search results. There are specific patterns that predict exactly when your traffic gets intercepted, and we've uncovered those patterns in all of our research. So, let's talk about them. Our analysis revealed 3 key factors that determine when AI overviews appear. Factor number 1 is query length. The longer the search, the higher the risk of an AI overview. 2-word searches like pasta recipe, well, we only found that 19.6% get AI overviews. But when you hit 7 words, say, how do I make homemade pasta recipe? That jumps up to 54.7%. How about another industry? Let's take a home improvement blog. A short search like choose lamp still sends people to websites. But how to choose a lamp for my living room, that's 9 words. And yes, our data shows queries like that get AI overviews nearly 60% of the time. Your detailed guide gets summarized in about 30 seconds, and the visitor never clicks through to your website. Factor number 2 we identified is search intent, specifically informational intent. All of those how to, what is, and why does searches that used to be content marketing gold now get AI overviews 39.4% of the time. Meanwhile, commercial searches, where people are perhaps ready to buy something, those only get AI overviews 16.5% of the time. Take this real example. How to choose the right car insurance deductible gets an AI overview that synthesizes advice from multiple sources. But car insurance quote Tampa, Florida, traditional results still rule, featuring ads, a local 3-pack, and actual insurance company websites. Google's protecting a lot of searches that appear to make them money while giving away the educational content for free. Factor number 3 is industry type. Your industry really determines everything with AI overviews. We actually found a 40-point spread between the highest and lowest risk industries. Health content gets AI overviews 51.6% of the time. Even simple, short searches like eczema symptoms trigger AI answers half the time. Finance and education are in a similar bucket. High trust industries where people want comprehensive, authoritative answers. Let's take a financial advice blog as an example. A search like, what happens to 401k when you quit job, gets a complete AI overview explaining vesting, rollovers, tax implications, the works. The user gets their answer without having to visit any financial advisor's website. But retail and dining, only 12 to 18%, because AI can't replace the need to visually see products or menu items or check restaurant hours in real time. So ultimately, who should be the most concerned? What industries are at the most risk here? If you're running content sites in health, finance, or education, targeting long tail informational keywords, you're definitely in a danger zone. Take a health blog targeting early signs of diabetes in women over 50. That's 8 words, informational intent, and definitely in the health industry. According to our data, there's roughly a 65% chance that that search gets an AI overview. Let's say you run a fitness website. A search like best exercises for lower back pain relief hits all 3 risk factors. Again, 7 words, longer query, informational intent, and health adjacent content. Our analysis shows that this type of query gets intercepted by AI overviews about 55% of the time. Compare that to, say, a local restaurant optimizing for Italian restaurant downtown Denver. You have a location modifier, commercial intent, and it's in the dining industry. AI overview risk for a keyword like that drops to maybe 8%. Or take an e-commerce site targeting buy wireless headphones under $100. That's transactional intent, and Google wants to preserve that for shopping ads. So they generally do. There's not a lot of risk for a query like that. We're seeing some sites report 20 to 60% drops on some of their highest value and highest traffic keywords. If this hits home, know that you're not the only one being impacted. But looking at industry data among all of these other factors, AI overviews are not affecting everyone equally. Of course, a decline in traffic doesn't feel great, but there is some good news to be had. In our research, we found content types that stay protected even when they meet a typical AI overview criteria. A big one, local searches with geographic modifiers. AI overview rates drop from 35% to just 6% when you add location terms to your searches. So good news for all those folks with brick and mortar locations. For example, Best Pilates Studio may or may not get an AI overview, but Best Pilates Studio near me, open Sunday, stays protected because, again, the user needs real-time local results. Visual dependent content generally stays safe too. Fashion searches, product comparisons, anything where people need to visually see options. AI can't yet replace that visual confirmation. So take a clothing retailer. Somebody's searching winter boots for walking. They might get some AI competition, but brown suede winter boots for walking or long sleeve burgundy dress with bell cuffs, size medium, that definitely needs a shopping result and actual product photos and information on product availability. AI overviews can't provide that information. Real-time info also stays protected. Things like sports scores, stock prices, local business hours. Google knows that AI summaries can't yet beat specialized widgets for time-sensitive data. So if you search for the Red Sox score today, you'll typically get a live sports widget, not an AI overview. All of this is really just the beginning. At Google's I/O conference in 2025, the company announced AI Mode, which is basically Gemini, Google's version of ChatGPT, customized for search. It's already live in the US and continues to expand globally. In AI Mode, Google doesn't even show any traditional search results. You either have your website cited in the AI answer or you don't exist. For example, if you ask AI Mode how to start a podcast, you'll get a complete answer with maybe 3 to 4 cited sources. If you're not listed there, you're practically invisible, no matter how good the content on your website is or how you've performed in traditional search. So, what can you do? Do you need to just hope that your content appears in AI responses? Not quite. You can be proactive. Smart marketers are already diversifying. Reddit and Quora are some of the most cited sources in AI overviews because they have real people asking and answering specific questions. Take a search like how to keep succulents alive. I may have searched this over the last few years. AI often cites Reddit discussions, places where actual users are sharing their experiences. YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok have also been making appearances in AI responses. So your goal as a business is really just to be everywhere, that your audience can possibly discover information. Whether that means you create YouTube content or start publishing articles on LinkedIn, all of that depends where your audience spends time online. Now look, understanding these patterns doesn't stop the change, but It can help you adapt strategically instead of just passively sitting by and watching your organic traffic decline. A great practical first step is auditing your top keywords against the three risk factors that I outlined earlier in this video. If your top keywords are long, informational queries in high trust industries, it's probably time to rethink your overall digital marketing strategy a little bit. If you fall into local, visual, or real time content, you're probably in good shape for right now. I've put together a complete breakdown of the 350,000 AI overviews we analyzed with specific examples for different industries. As they say, link is in the description if you want to see exactly how your niche is being affected. And if this helped explain the trends that you're seeing in your analytics, certainly subscribe for more data-driven insights like this. Search is changing faster than most people realize, but the patterns are predictable if you know what to look for.